Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming to the session. Thank you, Brooke, for organizing it. My name is Lucas Hall. I'm a senior project manager at Long Live the Kings. You may refer to me as he or him. Our mission at Long Live the Kings is to restore wild salmon and steelhead and support sustainable fisheries in the Pacific Northwest. We're a small nonprofit. We've been around for over 30 years, and we're based in Seattle. That's where I'm presenting from today. These are the ancestral lands of the Duwamish people, more broadly, the Coast Salish people. Many of these tribes we rely on as partners in salmon recovery, but importantly have stewarded these lands since time immemorial. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the ways we communicate our work, not so much specifically our work, but the ways we communicate about it in creative ways. And I'll pull out some lessons that we've learned along the way and hope you can apply those lessons to your own communication goals. First, a little geographic context, and so many folks from different places that attend this conference are listening in. Likely, we're talking about the Pacific Northwest United States up here in Seattle, Washington. The area that we're particularly interested in is the Salish Sea. This body of water extends up into Canada, and it is the combined waters of Puget Sound, Strait of Georgia, and Strait of Juan de Fuca. At Long Live the Kings and many of our partners were particularly concerned about why so many juvenile salmon and steelhead are dying in these waters. So when they leave their natal freshwater stream and before they get to the Pacific Ocean, in these marine waters, we see a high rate of mortality. And this graph kind of illustrates that point. This is about steelhead marine survival. And for those of you who don't know what a steelhead is, it's actually a rainbow trout that is anadromous, meaning that it behaves like a salmon. It goes in salt and fresh water. And steelhead are listed as threatened under the Endangered Species Act. And our problem is we've got a lot of good data, got a lot of good research on this problem and on steelhead, but we need people to care about it. We'd love to create experiences like this, where little Lila gets to touch and see fish in the field. This is our hatchery manager, Rick Endicott, who's just about to transfer a fish, and Lila is grabbing a quick touch of it before he puts it in the tank, and then it'll be released into a river to supplement steelhead runs, which are on the brink of extinction. One of the things we particularly do to research why steelhead and salmon are dying in the marine environment is we track them. Actually, NOAA tracks them, and we love to use their data, and we partner with them to do it. This is Megan Moore tagging a juvenile steelhead that's in this little tray. It's anesthetized at this time, and she'll insert one of these small tracking tabs you can see, or tracking kind of capsules you can see in the lower left-hand corner of that picture. These little tags emit an acoustic or sound ping from them, a unique ping, and they're picked up with a network of receivers throughout Puget Sound. We're able to understand where steelhead go this way, and more importantly, we're able to understand where they die. And when we're able to understand that, we're able to understand a lot more of the problem. But for today, this is just a really cool data set, and we want to communicate this because I think it's a really great way to engage people. Maps are relatable. Knowing where people go or things go is relatable, and no one knows really where salmon go because they're underwater. So it'd be a great thing to share with people and get people engaged. That's the concept, and this is the game we figured out. We wanted to do gamifying this data, and we came up with a campaign called Survive the Sound. It's entirely free. It's online. We have it available throughout the year, but we have a campaign in spring, specifically in April and early May, and we invite a bunch of people, all sorts of people. I think over 20,000 people attended last time or signed up last year, which is this year, for Survive the Sound. They pick a favorite fish. There's 48 of them. They form a team. They try to build the biggest team to increase their odds of having the most surviving fish. And then over a 5-day period, Monday through Friday, you get daily updates on your fish's progress. You get to check it out on an online map. And the team of the most surviving fish wins. So the concept of this game is really to take a data set and an object, so it's kind of a boring salmon, and make it a little more fun, related to popular culture. All these fish have fun names like Jaws and Eddie Gar, and there's Sammy, and there's Jet. There's all sorts of fun names. It's really relatable. Kids, adults, everyone seems to really like it and engage with it. Here is our online dashboard. I would click around this and show you the features, but don't have a lot of time for that. You're welcome to go to survivethesound.org and check it out yourself. What I am going to show are some races today. And just to give you a little flavor of how this works, we're going to show you 3 steelhead migrations. And it's Fishy Mcfishface, Jaws, and Ocean Magic. So at this time at home, and maybe with anyone else is with you, pick your favorite fish right now. Either Fishy Mcfishface, Jaws, or Ocean Magic. Which do you think is going to survive the sound? Got it? All right. First off is Fishy Mcfishface. Let's see it. This is my favorite. And Fishy Mcfishface is going to leave the Skokomish. All these fish are leaving the Skokomish, though we do have fish from 3 rivers in total. And Fishy Mcfishface immediately makes a wrong turn, but is quickly corrected and back on their way north, headed past Hamma Hamma, delicious oysters. You may have tried some. They're nationally distributed. Going up through Hood Canal, making some good progress. Steelhead, unlike salmon, really bolt out of the marine environment. A lot of other salmon, like Chinook or chum, kind of mill about a little bit more, but steelhead really get out of here pretty quickly. And he's stuck right here at the bridge, the Hood Canal floating bridge, and died. Bummer. All right, let's look at the next one, Ocean Magic. Maybe this time, maybe try cheering. I think that will help change the outcome of this. I know you're at home, but give it a good cheer. Let's go Ocean Magic. All right, Ocean Magic is making way north. That yellow dot is actually our Lillywop field station, where that picture was taken earlier, where the young girl was touching the fish. Making a good way north. Come on, Ocean Magic. I think Ocean Magic might have trouble at the bridge. Yeah, a little bit of trouble at the bridge. Not the right direction. Okay, so right here, what we're seeing is pretty indicative of what we would think is a fish who's already been consumed by a predator, likely a pinniped, like a seal or something. And so this fish is being tracked while it's in the belly of a seal. Boom, right there. Died right where there's a known seal haul out. And seems to be this bridge is creating some sort of obstacle, and looks like predation might be more likely there. Last but not least, Jaws. I hope this one survives. Excuse me. I hope this one survives. Let's see, Jaws. Race. All right, Jaws making good time right out of Skokomish River, up Hood Canal, past Lillywop Field Station, past Hamma Hamma Oysters, making good time, past Dabob Bay, about to pass Bangor Nuclear Submarine Base. Heading north, see if the bridge gives Jaws any trouble. A little bit. And Jaws is past. Great. Past Port Ludlow. Almost in the Strait of Juan de Fuca, past Port Townsend, entering the Strait of Juan de Fuca, so close to the Puget Sound, or excuse me, the Pacific Ocean. Let's see, the finish line's coming up. There it is. Congratulations, Jaws. Yeah, congratulations to anyone who picked Jaws. It's rare that you'll pick a surviving fish. Only about 12 to 15% of the fish will survive, so it's pretty hard for your fish to survive. But it's a lot of fun trying to pick the right one. And you can see how this kind of communicates our work, because you'll notice that 2 out of the 3 fish died at a particular obstacle, the Hood Canal floating bridge. It's actually the largest saltwater floating bridge in the world. And the pontoons that it floats on seem to are causing fish some confusion and maybe increasing predation. So here's Hans from Port Gamble's Column Tribe talking to a senator and county commissioner about how we need more funding for this project, and they're talking right on the bridge subdeck there. The other way Survive the Sound kind of expands its learning potential is through classroom education. It's got a set of classroom resources that we distribute, and here's a group of 5th graders, I think, from Federal Way, exploring one of the classroom activities. survivethesound.org/classroom if you're interested in checking those out. This year, we had 21,000 participants who signed up, and over the course of the 4 years we've been doing this campaign, we've reached educators serving 200,000 students in the Pacific Northwest mostly. So the lessons, I promise I'd give you some lessons that you can apply to your campaign. The first one is know thy objective, singular. So one of the ways that we improved Survive the Sound in about the third year of doing it was just really narrow down our objectives. And we chose one. We want to get people signed up, because that's the first step into our theory of change. Is if people aren't signed up, we're never going to be able to communicate with them. They're never going to be able to learn. So that's our number one objective, is to sign up. And it was a lot successful when we focused on one simple objective. Everything that we did was focused on that. 2 is being entertained is in everyone's best interest, and Survive the Sound takes that one to heart. Doesn't matter how cool your data is or how powerful it is, if no one really cares to look at it or your message, it's not going to go anywhere. So this is a great opportunity to be creative, be funny, be engaging, and make sure your message gets out there in a unique way. The next one is empower your partners. We rely on our partners to get the word out. We provide them with social media, examples, images, suggested text to put in newsletters, all the things that somebody would need to really talk about Survive the Sound well. We also encourage partners to talk about Survive the Sound in the context of their own mission, which helps them make it more relatable to their own interests. And lastly, communicate the least amount of information as possible. I know everyone's got a ton of things to say, and there are a ton of things that we leave out of this campaign deliberately because we know that we can't fit it all in. There's just too much stuff to talk about. And so we focus on a very limited amount of information so we can get that limited, actionable amount of information to people in an effective way. Thanks everyone for listening. If you would like to reach out to me, you can do so at lhall@lltk.org. If you want to know more about Survive the Sound and check out some fish tracks, go to survivethesound.org. And lastly, if you want to know about the nonprofit Long Live the Kings, you can go to lltk.org. Thanks again, and I hope everyone enjoys a great conference and a great summer.